Recent F1 seasons have been, to put it bluntly, boring. A lack of serious title fights, competitive teams challenging Mercedes' dominance, or high-octane racing on a consistent basis have put new fans off, and even current die-hard are finding it a struggle. F1 have looked to react this season, with a series of changes ranging from those designed to make the sport more interesting, to those sure to create debate and talking points. So what's new for 2018? Sportsmail has delved in to examine what we have to look forward to. Halo. The most immediately noticeable and most talked about addition to the F1 cars this season is the Halo, the cockpit protection device designed to protect the drivers' heads from flying debris. It consists of a carbon fiber ring around the driver's helmet, with a thin central pillar down the front, for both protection and support. The Halo is mandatory, so all 20 cars will have to sport it. Opinions on it vary. Some feel it ruins the look of the cars, others say it is barely noticeable. Most, however, agree that it is necessary, in order to provide more protection to drivers. On a technical level, the minimum weight for cars has risen by 6 kg to 734 kg, in order to compensate for the Halo. No T-Wing 1 ungainly add-on for the cars has gone, however. The shark fins, extended, thin pieces of bodywork on the top of the engine covers, and the T-Wing, black supports above the rear wing, were added in 2017 to help aerodynamics and downforce by teams as part of a loophole. This has now been closed, and the fins are gone. Hypersoft and Superhard tires. As in 2017, Pirelli are providing tires to all 10 teams on the F1 grid, with 3 compounds available per Grand Prix. However, there are 2 new types available at either end of the spectrum, depending on the track and conditions: Hypersoft, marked by a pink band, and Superhard, marked in orange. There are now 9 types of F1 tire, 7 for dry racing, 2 for wet, all of which have been designed to increase racing speed. Initial tests have been good, with lap times reported to be up by around a second. The Superhard are to be used for the quickest tracks, as they are most durable but have the least amount of grip, while Hypersofts will be seen at the twistiest, slowest races, such as Monaco. Liveries. Many of the color schemes for the 2018 cars are maintained from the previous season. Haas, Williams and Champions Mercedes all have their familiar styles of various shades of gray, white and silver. Toro Rosso are also more of the same, in metallic blue. Force India remain in the pink, as introduced last year, while Red Bull are their usual red and navy, a disappointment to those fans impressed with the special edition camouflage livery, which the team insists will only be seen at pre-season testing. Ferrari are their usual, iconic color, while Renault's yellow and black look is always a winner. However, Sauber's new partnership with Alfa Romeo is celebrated with an eye-catching splash of red at the back. The biggest change is seen at McLaren, who, having reverted to their historic orange look in 2017, have now gone fully retro with the addition of light blue, the colors used when they first entered the sport. Tracks. There are a few minor tweaks to the F1 calendar for 2018. The Bahrain GP is before China this season, as the second and third races swap places. The Azerbaijan race moves from June to April, while Russia swaps from April to September. This is partly because 2 historic races have returned to the F1 calendar. The French GP is back on June 24 at Circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet, near Marseille. It is the first time the track has hosted the race since 1990, and the first French GP at all since 2008. Germany also gets itself back on the F1 calendar, returning July 22, having been left out of the 2017 calendar after the Nürburgring pulled out. Hockenheim will host in 2018. The race to miss out this time is the Malaysian Grand Prix, whose F1 contract was not renewed amid spiraling costs. The Austrian and British GPs both take place a weekend earlier than 2017, which means no conflict with the World Cup final, on July 15. Grid penalties. Last season, the penalty system for teams who changed engines and gearboxes, or suffered failures, resulted in farce, as drivers would get up to 60-place penalties, and the results of qualifying were often rendered meaningless. Now, any driver who earns a penalty of 15 places or more will start from the back of the grid. If more than one driver gets penalized, they will be ordered by who changed their components first to most recently. Sounds simple, but we wait and see.